Hello everybody, let's get our sound check in. Make sure that we have the sound. Sound goes out one time, and now this is how we open our lives. Do we have the sound from everybody? And to ruin it with bananas and lemons, of course. Alright, anybody gonna give me a sound check? Or are we just gonna be deaf?
Was that what Travis said? Good?
Possibly.
Audio and video good?
Oh.
Alex says it's good. Donna says it's good.
Okay, then we are good.
KTY is here.
Welcome.
DRCRC. Bill.
Oh, Bill's here. It's about to get real.
John. Travis, hello.
Travis, I am working on my nephew's Grom, I think it is.
All aspects. Hello.
Yeah, it's my nephew's Grom that he stripped the differential out of.
Bill.
Oh, what did Bill say already?
What did he say? Bill being... Huh? Bill being Bill.
Yeah, okay. Well, then that means Bill is here. We do
Pokemon.
we do like having the Bill here.
Pokemon driver. Oh, yeah, we do.
Okay, so that's all of the screws out of it.
I love these things. It's not lemon, it's lemonade.
I mean, they smell good.
Don't you ever drink lemonade?
No.
Why not?
I mean, raspberry lemonade.
That's what this flavor is.
Let me try it. Bet your sweet haircut it is. He even wrenched on a 10 scale last night for more parts than kit is ready. Nice. Glad to see you getting into the real scale. I mean 10 scale.
Do you even have the body?
For what?
That. Travis said that he has the same one. He's wondering what the body looks like.
No, I forget. Honestly. My nephew has the body.
You don't have it here.
And all the screws that I'm missing. So, thanks, Cam. But it's okay because he doesn't watch these anymore.
Hi, Josh. Why not?
I don't know. Him and Tom both don't watch the videos or the lives.
Too busy being a teenager. Tom, I don't know what his excuse is, but...
Well, now he's got a van.
Cameron's too busy being a teenager.
Welcome in, Josh. Need some tires and a body. For the 10 scale, Bill? I mean, we all know which body she's gonna pick.
I don't know what his excuse is, but...
Pat's RC channel, I know you've been in here for a little bit, but welcome in, sir.
I'm gonna... What do you mean we all know what body I'm gonna pick? 4Runner? Yes.
Yeah, anything Toyota.
Tacoma? Yes. Hi, Pat. It's hot.
Yep. Ooh, there's another one. Let's everybody give us a check-in on temperatures. I know Bill is guaranteed to be hotter than us.
No, he got a van. V-A-N. Like a camper van. Bill. Bill thought he got a lamb.
Got a lamb. Tom had a little lamb. Is that how the thing goes?
Old McTommy had a farm.
And a Volkswagen was his poison. Sure would be great if I knew how to take this thing apart.
Hello, Desperado. You know what? Listen, I am a millennial. And a zillennial at that. So anytime I see anything...
Kicking it
Yes.
RC, FJ40 body. I can get down with that.
Desperado, I saw your name and you know what song I want to sing, and I can't because then we would be demonetized. Really hard not to do that.
Sing it in your head. Patrick, welcome in. The other Patrick. I got some 2.2s we'll get ordered this Wednesday, but I got to decide on a body. I want to do a hard body. Got a Rock Pirates hardline bed. All right. Oh, there's Jerry with his balmy 27. Wow.
Hey, Jerry. Can we have some? Because
it's 87 here.
It's not pleasant at all.
We need more waffles off the bench. Yes, I know.
Who says this?
Travis.
Okay, Travis.
The hard part about waffles off the bench is that it's supposed to be for when we go off-roading with the big trucks. Well, I gotta get focused on off-roading the big trucks and forget to film absolutely anything. So, kind of my fault.
Be your little friends today. I guess I could go get my booster seat. Yeah, I tried to film when the girls and I went camping in Yosemite and the batteries were too cold and the camera kept shutting off.
Well, the batteries were garbage.
And they were garbage. And then we went to Hollister and I mean, we have some video we could put together. It just doesn't have any narration to anything. You'd have to put music over it.
Which I can do.
Well, then we have some video that we can do from all the ladies that were there. We can put something together.
It's on that camera, that's why.
What?
It's on that camera.
The video I have is not. The video I have is on my phone.
Oh, okay. And Jerry, to answer your question, yes, it does feel like I'm playing with a Matchbox car. But it's my nephew's, and he needed help replacing, well, getting a stripped bolt out. And this is what we have to work on today.
Travis wants to see you working on the Jeep. Travis, you and me both.
All three of us want to see me working on the Jeep. Don't leave me out of this.
Because it's sitting here in the driveway, where I'm just going to start buying car parts for my vehicle. Well, vehicles. And he will still be left in the dust.
I got a Tacoma.
What parts are you going to buy for that?
None. It's ready to drive. The Jeep needs a lot of parts. It needs, well, we have the cat. I need fuel injectors. I need an axle shaft. I need Kings. 40s. There's a lot of expensive things. And you won't let me have the credit card. So the only person to blame here is yourself.
That's because you just said things like Kings and 40s on an 89 XJ with a leaking sunroof.
That's easily fixed with some RTV and sheet metal.
That you still haven't done, even though you've had it a year.
Correct.
So.
I'm still not hearing an issue.
Well, when you start working on things, we'll decide a budget for you. Until then, I get to buy all the car parts.
Let me go weld on a cat and then we can talk about a budget.
Well, yeah. Actually do some work on it. We'll talk about a budget.
Okay, how does this little thing, there we go.
Let's see. Any rigs ready for a quick spin? Question mark. Double a day wants to know.
As of right now, I mean, other than charging batteries.
Yeah, Bill, how are you guys doing? Have you melted yet?
He said it was a lovely 90s.
That's for what it's been. March usually is nice there.
Yeah, low 90s.
Wah wah.
Pat wants to see us shoveling snow.
You and me both, Pat.
Yeah, let me work on the snow factor first, and then, you know, I'll shovel snow. We just don't get any. Okay, this thing is upsetting me. Come on.
Desperado, I don't care what he would do, as long as he works on it. He can fix it however he wants. But if he wants to talk about putting kings and swapping axles and 40s on it, it's going to need to get better than 12 miles to the gallon.
The funny thing is that you're being very ambitious by saying it gets 12 miles to the gallon. Because it does not.
You said 12-gallon tank, and it goes 100 miles. What does that mean?
Oh. Okay, yeah.
8.5 miles to the gallon. I don't know. I think that's what that conversion would be. No, you said, what did you say? 12-gallon tank, right?
I think it's a 12 or a 14.
12 or a 14, and you get 100 miles to the tank?
About, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, so if it's 12, then it's 8.5 miles a gallon.
Okay, so if anybody wonders why I don't work on these things, this is the reason right here. It may not be a 24 scale, but we can throw it.
Jerry's gonna send some snow.
Please do. It's supposed to rain this week, but it's still going to be 70s.
He also says that the leaking sunroof is a safety feature.
On the Jeeps?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
But Bill says that kings are a safety feature.
I can get on board with that theory. Because it sounds logical to me.
Bill says, smooth ride means the passengers are happy, as in not arguing. Good shocks are a safety item. That's the logic, I think. Well, maybe not, because his passenger has her own vehicles. So kings on the Forerunner would be a safety item.
And the annoying part is that you make more than I do, which means you are closer to actually putting 40s on yours.
Not in today's economy.
And kings, while I'm going to be welding the diff together to create a locker.
Not if we want to eat. Teachers can't afford kings.
Whatever my job is, I can't afford kings. Okay, I'm about to break this thing.
Nor can we re-gear anything to actually put kings and 40s on it, because California. Well, Bay Area, California.
Okay, all the bolts are out.
Iceman, hello?
About time!
Venus, hello? Venus, you haven't missed anything, and no fires yet.
Yeah, not yet. Not for lack of trying, because this thing's about to get lit on
What's
fire.
an RS 5000?
That is a Ford.
That's what Bill said. Is the same thing. I'm lost.
An RS 5000 body for his 10 scale? That would be cool. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. The Matchbox car is coming apart somehow. There we go. That was ridiculous. Yep, okay. Oh, that's why it hasn't refreshed. Oh, I'm way behind.
Mm-hmm.
Watching.
Janie says, looking pretty normal.
Yep, getting angry at small scale stuff.
Iceman says that he's watching with his 3-year-old grandson who is addicted to racing.
Nice.
Love it. Glad you're here. Bill
so
says
lost.
the Rancho RS 5000 shocks. They're shocks.
Oh. Nope. I am personally not a huge fan of the Ranchos. That is a personal opinion. So roast me all you want, but not a fan of them. I prefer the Bilsteins.
Joey wants to know if you sent out any packages. He just wants to be on the lookout. Not yet.
No, I have not. Well, we've had kind of
Oh yeah.
crazy
This
week.
Was, you guys, I know we say this a lot. But it was a week.
Life is lifing pretty hard right now.
Mike had 2 early days and 2 late days at work. We got the dog into the vet on Thursday because his
Tumor.
his cancer on his leg was starting to ulcerate, and then they decided to take it out. So we had emergency, well, not emergency, but very quickly done surgery on Friday morning. And then he's been
on
lockdown for a border collie. That is like the worst thing ever on the planet.
Yes.
So I'm gonna actually go peek in.
Okay, do you just rip these things apart? How does this work? His name is Yazzie. He says hi. Hi, Yazzie! Always got to talk to the 3-year-olds.
Okay, he's back on his bed.
Okay. Oh, so you do just yoink them apart. That makes perfect sense. Say hi to Yazzie.
Hi, Yazzie!
Yeah, Joey, so I will attempt to try and get that out this week. I know I said that last week, but, you know, life is lifing.
Who's Yazzie?
Yazzie is Iceman's 3-year-old.
Oh, hi, Yazzie.
Question, what is he working on? That looks like a 16 scale to me. We might have to tease him. Yep, pretty much. I don't know what the little armagrom is. I think it's 16 scale. Tease away. Go ahead. Bill, lead us off.
Bill's making fun of girls right now, so we're ignoring him.
He is having a whole conversation with you guys right now. That's awesome! Yazzie, show me your favorite toy.
Yazzie, look at this.
Well, now Yazzie's going to look for favorite toy.
It's a duck that looks like Yoda.
Oh, wait, hold on. We missed something. Donna said prayers for him. Either of you mess around with Facebook?
Waffles RC has a Facebook.
Yep, I just started it, trying to figure it all out. Blue Dooley, welcome in, sir.
I had somebody try to friend me on Instagrams, but I didn't recognize the name, so I've not accepted it yet. The guy's name was Jason. And then there was another RC friend, I'm sure from here, that I've just...
Notice how Mike's hands look
followed.
normal size with 16 scale. Normal size? My hand is as big as this thing.
Yeah, he's massive hands.
This is not normal size in any way.
Blue Dooley.
I have to watch Blue Dooley's video.
Desperate.
Oh, prayers for the fur baby. Thank you, Donna.
Every time I see his name, all I want to do is sing.
Well, I mean, the Eagles are pretty old, but they may still have copyright stuff.
Oh, 100%. Max Paul. Hello.
Why is that backwards? Okay, I think that's how that works.
Backyard. Baja. I did not make your cookies.
Cookies? Where?
Last time I was in, he gave a chocolate chip cookie recipe.
Oh.
Okay, so for all of you who race me in the morning time when Mike releases his videos, Iceman is the OG first
Competitor.
to view competitor. So Iceman says, cool, I'll have to look it up and add you guys. Really proud of how you guys have grown in your views. Great addition to the tube. So Iceman has been here since like the beginning. And
Yeah.
Mike and I, we still go through and read comments together, but that used to be way more manageable because life wasn't as lifey. And we would always look for Iceman's comments, and then if we didn't see them, we would wonder where he was. So thanks for being here all this time, Iceman. You're the best.
Thank you, everybody, for being here, just in general. Obviously, we're going to praise Iceman, but thank you to everybody. Because even just watching the videos, that helps a lot.
For sure. Static bolt. If I remember right, you said you used open diff axles on the wrecker build. Where did you find open diff front axle? I seem to only find portals, which I don't like the look of.
Okay, so for the semi, I specifically looked for the axial rift knockoff axles. That was the specific axles that I used because a lot of the rifts come as open diffs. So, and they're straight axles, not portals. So that is the exact axles. I think there might be a link to them back in the video builds. There should be a link. If not, I will find a link and put it down. But they are super wide, non-portal, and they are open differentials. So the axial rift knockoff, so they're aluminum housings. Time for the grease.
Jerry says, thank God I'm working on a 10 scale.
Show off.
I haven't seen, Bill, I haven't seen RC Granny on here yet.
And he must be doing RC Granny things.
KTY says, it's a nice way to have some breakfast when you are live, so thank you for some entertainment before I start my day. Thanks for being here at the beginning of your day.
That KTY?
That. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Western Australia, so at least we have one Australian in here.
Right? You're going to have to represent.
Yeah, you got to represent, man. We do like our Australians here.
Joey would like to know if anybody has any Traxxas 4 parts that they want to donate to rebuild the one that was stolen from him and stripped down to the frame.
Oh, man. I'm so glad that you got some of it back. Alright, do we think that's enough grease for Cameron? I doubt it. But it's going to be the grease that he gets.
KTY says, oi, oi, oi!
Hey, he's representing.
Love it. Love it.
Okay, now, how do we do this?
Well, if we get some batteries that are that work well. I could take one of the cameras to Jamestown with us next weekend, and then to Big Sur. Although I don't know how much wheeling is actually going to happen. Probably not a lot. Probably some gold panning and some
Well, then an RC
hiking around.
An RC car would be perfect for that.
And laying on a beach somewhere. Climbing in some trees. The Sev says road train chant. Granny would be so proud.
Yep. I guess we would have the Australians still wanting me to make a road train. Which, based on Granny's comments from last week, said hook up all the trailers. Technically, I've already done that. There is an Instagram video of me doing that.
Oh no. KTY says that there was a cyclone that came down the coast and smashed through the wheat belt where he lives.
Eee.
Sorry about that. Doc RC Adventures is here. Hello.
$3 a liter. Wow. We thought we had it bad.
Ooh, yeesh.
How many liters are in a gallon?
Listen. We're sorry.
That's a lot of mathin' right there, but
Yep. Oh, liters in a gallon? Oh, yeah. That's a metric conversion to a
you're the math
customary.
You're the math expert here.
Yeah, but I can't convert across systems. Not in my head.
I can't read a tape measure. I think that's the right one.
I would guess like 3 liters in a gallon? 4?
Pat says 4.
Yeah, just based on...
Sounds right.
If you think about like a 2-liter bottle, how many would it take to fill up a milk jug? 4 sounds about right. 3.5.
So then, based on that math, that's what? $9 a gallon? 12.
3 to make up 4 to make up 1 gallon. And gas
So
here is
$12 a gallon.
Well, gas here is 5.
I know, but if
yeah.
it's $3 a
1, 2, 3, 4,
liter
5, 6,
at
7,
4
8.
liters,
Yeah,
that's $12 a gallon.
Yeah, $12 a gallon. You.
Hopefully you don't drive a Toyota.
Right. 3.7 liters. See? I was close. 3.5 is what
Jerry,
I guessed.
I'm just trying to be like you, okay? You are the math wizard over here using, dimensions and stuff.
That's what I guessed. 3.5. Whoa. So much math.
Yeah, but that's coming from Jerry, like the math expert over there.
Joker Airborne Patrick RC says 4 quarts to a gallon. Yeah, that I can do. Customary within customary volume I can do. And metric within metric volume I can do. Metric within metric is like...
What are you talking about?
Easy.
Customary.
That's what they call, in America, that's what we call, the imperial system is called customary.
Sounds like you're trying to marry off your fractions.
No, now you're just making lame jokes.
Well, yeah. Have you met me? That's kind of my bag. Lame jokes? I got you, babe.
Lame jokes? Math is important.
I guess. If you say so. Very little math on that thing. That's called guessing.
Math is important. If I say so, says the man who does not pay our bills.
Yeah. There's a reason why I don't pay our bills. We'd either be hunted by the debt collectors, or they would be wondering why we're paying them so much.
Yeah, says the man who's not allowed to be in charge of bills.
That's why I don't have credit cards. And it has probably nothing to do with the...
Pat's RC channel says y'all live by the freedom system of units. I think that depends on who you ask these days.
My brain doesn't do math at all. Me and you both, Donna.
What's this? A little carbon fiber.
A servo mount. I have the mud truck hidden off shot.
Blue Dooley says puns are the cement of marriage. I agree if he actually made puns.
I just make straight dad jokes.
Not even. You just make stuff up.
Well, yeah. Welcome to my brain.
They're not even. Dad jokes mostly are puns. You just said customary was like being married.
No, I said it sounds like...
Trying to marry fractions.
Yeah.
Because the word marry is in it.
What?
What?
I'm like half paying attention and that hurt my brain. What are we talking about?
You.
Like now we're talking about... I'm so...
Bill's still doing the math for $3 a liter of gas. Oh, in Sydney, $4.15 a liter.
Ouch.
Bill says that they love you.
Thanks, Bill.
Patrick had to ask Alexa to find out how many. I don't even remember what he said.
You have...
There was some conversion that he decided that he was going to share. 4 quarts. Quarts to the gallon.
Yeah, let's not get into how confused the Americans are when it comes to any type of measuring system.
Well, that's true, but he's accurate. There are 4 quarts in a gallon.
Then how many liters are in a gallon?
The liters are a different system. Liters are metric, and quarts and gallons are imperial or customary.
I understand that, but you should still be able to do the math on it.
Bill did. It's 3.73.
I did not hear or know that, so quit yelling at me with your anger.
Did I yell? I didn't hear my voice raise. Did I get wifey attitude with you? Absolutely.
Okay, well, I felt it better to say don't yell at me rather than say watch your attitude, because that's just a real dumb thing for a husband to say.
Danger. Danger!
Instead of danger to manifold, it's going to be danger to self-preservation.
Cody, Mr. Waffles, Mrs. Fulsend have missed the majority of this month's due to flight delays, etc. Sorry about that. Have been out of the country on holiday. Welcome back, Cody. Glad you're here. Bill says girls are weird.
And girls
Oh, 3.78.
Girls are dangerous.
KTY says 3.78 liters per gallon. I was having eyeball trouble since I don't have my reading glasses on.
I'm having brain troubles.
Big Mike, hello.
Wait, it's cooler today. Why isn't M welding? It's not cooler today.
It's not cooler today. It's 87 degrees here.
Okay.
Battle Ruse. That's right.
Battle Ruse? What?
I don't know. Bill's saying things. Chariot race with Ruse. Now there's something
That would be
I would watch.
hilarious. Chariot races
Yep.
with kangaroos? I have an extra bolt.
Backyard Baja. What days do you do your live? Sundays.
Sundays.
3 o'clock Pacific time.
I have an extra bolt, but everything's back together.
KTY said that the animal activists would not allow the kangaroo chariot races.
Just put a harness on them. It's not like you're whipping them.
Do you mean... Oh, I pictured the kangaroos driving the chariots.
No, I believe they were talking like horse-drawn carriage, but rood-drawn carriage.
It's not... That's not where my mind went.
Oh, that's where my mind went. They're talking about fuel economy.
Oh. Yeah. I'm lost.
Alright, well this extra bolt is an extra bolt. Don't know where it came from, don't know where it goes. Good luck, Cameron. But it's working again.
Patrick says one in middle center, or middle of the center brace. And Jerry says since you have an extra bolt, it means you did it right.
Yeah, it's weight reduction. I got those two. I got those two. Shocks, upper links. Don't have those. Did that one. Those four. Those four. That's all I took out of this thing. So where did I get the extra one from?
Did you replace one?
No.
Maybe it fell out of somewhere. It did just go over my head, K2I. Just right over. But look, can you blame it? I'm so short today.
Where's the bucket of random bolts?
Andy! Hello, Sonic!
Welcome in, everybody. This is my random small scale stuff. I need to teach Cameron to give me all the parts that he sent. Because I don't have bolts that size.
Cody wants to know, is it a micro lossy buggy or a Traxxas?
Neither. It is an Armagrom. Or at least what's left of one. Yeah, I do not carry these size bolts. 10 scale. That I have. Is that my computer being messed up? It's easy to chariot race with motorcycles. Nice! That's full Mad Max right there. Seppuku, welcome in. Yeah, okay. I did the differential. That's all he's getting. Perfect. Can't drive it. Don't have a battery. That's still good parts to save. And extra bolts can go right back to him.
No skid plate?
I can't put it back on because he has the bolts.
Oh, it wasn't just attached.
It was attached with one bolt that he stripped.
Oh.
But the other 3 bolts are non-existent. And we don't carry that size stuff in stock at this channel.
Sonic Moto just finished some maintenance on the M41 boat.
Nice. We have 24 scale bolts. too small.
Damien says that every time he rebuilds something that he gets an extra bolt. It's a good deal.
It really is. Just I don't rebuild stuff this small. So I don't have anything that would work. Oh, excuse me.
K2Y says, at least you just parked it in the garage for him, Mike.
Oh yeah, that is now where that belongs. Actually. Okay. Well, there we go. Now we're back to real scale stuff.
Let's see, Cody says, saw the complete Zach lift last. What a build. Mind blower.
Thank you very much. It is my favorite RC for sure. Okay. See?
Yep, Patrick, the
Real
skid plate
scale.
didn't go back on because that's what was stuck.
Yeah, he stripped one bolt. He has the other three with him somewhere. So he's going to get it back and he can then figure it out from there. Because that's one of those not my problem things.
Cody says he still loves the RV that got the award. Now that's a beauty.
I can agree with that. I do really like the RV. This summer we're gonna have to find a spot to take the RV and the boat and launch everything. Just need very still water
What we need
and
is
shallow water.
a free weekend.
This is also true.
Because I don't know that there is one until July, to be honest. May, there's lots of weekends, but there's also lots of work happening.
Yeah. I have to go to New York. Oh, that would explain why the lights didn't work on this thing.
Yep. My chat went away.
Okay, well, we'll save that.
No connection. It's hot. This thing's battery keeps like getting super hot.
And that one's newer.
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes. Patrick says never should have extra. Huh. In my world, there's always extra bolts. Alright. Well, I gotta move this. Voila. Where is my racket?
I'm gonna have to read the comments off of that for a while because this thing is.
There it is.
I'm worried. So I don't want it to catch fire in my house.
Literally just built that red Jeep. I love it. Is it a custom chassis? This was actually my first ever piece together build, which is why it is so hacked up and why it's now being taken apart for parts. Like those really good tires. But the transmission's bad, the motor's good. The transmission has always been horrible in this thing. The axles are pretty much garbage, so I'm just scavenging parts off of this thing now. I will use the chassis for something else. It's still a good chassis, I just need to build it correctly. The Sev says he's going to New York at the end of April. I'm going in the middle of May. Apparently, after working for the same company for 17 years, I finally get to get factory training. OG Mikey's RC room, welcome in. Put it on the big screen while he does the dishes. Nice. I'm off to start my day. Take care. See you all. Oh, we lost our one Australian. Thank you for joining, KYT. Hope you have a great day. Ooh, Damien said he put a tow truck, put a tow crane on mine. Yeah, this thing was very pieced together when I was still trying to figure out how to do all this. It's not very good, but you know, live and learn. But I really want the parts off of this thing. But we can see how long it takes to disassemble a 10th scale. Oh wow. Shows you even how much I have not done maintenance on this thing. Well, that's because this was one of my first builds. So, on the maintenance part, see the axle tube? See how it's moving and the axle isn't? Yeah, that's because nothing's Loctite on this thing. Before I learned the ways of Waffle RC, aka Loctite absolutely everything. Yeah, that steering servo is still good. A lot of good hardware on this thing too. Been trying to figure out what to do with this thing, and I have now figured it out. It is take it apart, use the parts, start fresh using the chassis, but start fresh with everything else. Did you see the new Reef's transmission that has the front and rear dig? No, I have not, Static Bolt. My only question to that is how expensive is it? Because that's Reef's RC. They're expensive, but you pay what you get what you pay for. It's very good quality parts. I will have to look that up. Front and rear dig, that would be nice. Yeah, I used Loctite on those. From what I was reading about, it should work for two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive switching. Really? Oh, $200? That's not bad. I mean, it's significantly more than I usually spend on a transmission, but realistically, that's still not a bad price. It's a lot better than I thought. It's a 10 scale, right? 10 scale transmission. Oh, you're saying they're saying that you need their servos? I guess we could ask White Knight if he shows up. But I agree. Don't know exactly how much of that is true, but if White Knight shows up, maybe he could answer us. West Dealer Wheeler has a video out on it. Alright. All aluminum and yes, 10 scale. Alright. I'm all about the 10 scales. Ten scale with overdrive. How much weight can it use? Or, I know I'm asking the wrong questions. How much weight do you think that that thing could actually hold? Because I have proven that they can usually hold more than they say.
True story.
Like the little $10 transfer cases that have been moving 50 pounds on the regular.
I'm gonna check on scale.
Okay. That. Take that. That's still a good receiver. Good motor. Just burnt up transmission. The Dig servos says Reefs 99 or Reefs 179, which are standard micro servos. Uses micro servos to shift. I would think that you would be able to put standard micro servers in it. Yeah, Bill, I agree. I would assume that Reefs is going to put a strong servo in it for sure. But we all know I push a little more weight than the average consumer. Because if you think about it, most people that are running all Reef stuff, they're running comp rigs that are like 4 to 5 pounds max, absolute max. Where me, I'm doing 15 pounds. It said they are, moved. A 3-position dig for normal, disconnected, and locked. So in theory, if you run it disconnected, it would work as a 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive switch for both front, rear, and rear wheel. That would be pretty cool. All Aspect says, did Fast Track say why the RC Fest is canceled? No, they did not say specifically why it is canceled. I have assumptions, but I don't want to make assumptions on why they canceled it. I don't think that they had enough vendor support to be able to get the location that they wanted. But like I said, that is purely speculation. I have no idea. I am upset that we don't have RC Fest. Get rid of this Gigantor plug that I got wrong.
He's too restless being on his own right now. So I'm gonna go inside.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll be okay once I'm in there.
All right.
Okay. Sorry guys, gotta go sit with the dog.
He just had the surgeries, so. Bronco, welcome in, sir. So the rules said minimum weight had to be 7 pounds. Which rules? I mean, my rules, it has to be 7 pounds. Alright. We're getting somewhere with this thing. Just hoping for a pro line by the fire. Yep, me too, because I am going to try and go this year. I didn't go last year because when they held it is when we were moving our shop, so I couldn't leave. go. There's all the good spacers, some good hardware, some somewhat decent shocks. Not really, but decent enough. These drive lines weren't the greatest, but they did hold up. Heavy rigs, I think, look way more scale when they are on the rocks. Breaking stuff is also very scale. This is true. And I get the theory, truly I do get the theory behind the lightweight. Like, it's just like in the real world of people running buggies and people running street vehicles. It's all personal preference. What am I working on? I am taking apart this vehicle that I've had for a very long time. It's had a bad transmission for quite a long time. And I've never really liked it. So, scavenging it for good parts. Because there are still plenty of good parts, especially on these, that I need. These axles are not good. Or let me rephrase that. They are good. Just the pumpkins were so big and not being portals, they got hung up on absolutely everything. Which is why I converted it to four-wheel steer to help with that. But it didn't. Well, okay. I'll backtrack again. It did until the transmission quit working. But like I said, we got some good parts in here. I'm not going to waste the chassis or anything like that. Like, all these parts are definitely going to be used for something. If they shoot my car again, you're going to hear me yell at children. Really show my age. Oh, need the power switch. That motor is good. I want the motor. Come on. Hey, I used Loctite on the motor. I would have thought that this one would have been good, this transmission, but that's a big negatory. There we go. Who would have thought an airsoft gun hurts when you shoot each other with it? Let's get this pinion gear off of here. What rig was it? This rig was the four-wheel, excuse me, the four-wheel steer Jeep Cherokee. I'll get the body here in just a second. It's been up on the shelf for a long time. It was this one. I like the body. I just want to do something different and actually get it to perform the way I want it to perform. Okay, well, I could use parts. See, don't throw stuff away. It may not work. There's still good parts in it. Look here, B. Yeah, I built this thing way before YouTube. It was when I was still learning all the things. But that's how we all gotta do it. You gotta learn somehow. That's why when I built the black Toyota, I learned from this one all the mistakes that I made on it. Okay. kids. I swear to God, they have no respect for anything. Jerry says, gotta tell you, Mike, 5th test drive on the semi, first complete success, no math needed. You're already driving that thing? I didn't know it was at the point that it was drivable. This camera's about to go on mute. I'm getting over this right now. Sorry for being quiet. I'm trying to take this apart and keep my composure all at the same time. Yeah, Andy, you are correct. And they have been shooting stuff all day. Kind of became an obsession. Have 2 videos needing release. Nice. I am excited for those. Test drive Jerry's does math and test drives and does reassembles, checks for loose screws. We don't check for loose screws, we just find them when everything falls apart. Has 3 different Loctites within reach. Well, he is using a lot more math than I do, so I could believe the 3 different Loctites. Come on, you. That's bad. That's good. That's good. What else? Jerry, have you been working on the body of that truck? Or are you just still working on the drivetrain? Keep your calm, Michael. Keep your calm. Don't do it. I bet, get this, he even cuts steel with a saw instead of a grinder. He uses the correct tool. No, he uses a grinder. I saw it. I saw the grinder. Bronco. I can't check for loose screws. They're all in my head. Ain't that the truth, sir? I am right there with you. You can ask Full Send about that one. But to me, that's what makes life interesting. Being normal is just weird. Ooh, hey, more hardware. Hey, how did I put this together? There we go. Oh, Jerry's only on chassis. All right. Well, I guess it is good to test when you have 4 axles. Static says, whenever I see that Toyota camper in the background, I'm always amazed how good it came out. That paint job looks so killer. Thank you very much. I'm glad you can't see it in person. It does look good. The vinyl came out halfway decent. I think I could have done a better job. Actually, no, I couldn't. I did my absolute best on it. But the whole body filler situation, it's a bit wavy. Should I keep it? Yep. Always keep it. Sorry, gotta go, company. See y'all next week. Thank you for joining, Donna. We will see you next week. Okay, get this weird metal out of here. Don't know why. Well, I know why. Because I listened to other YouTubers that always said that aluminum was the best metal to work with. Not when you're broke. And as you guys know, I have found that steel works just fine. I'm that bad, I look at parts trees for bits that might be useful, right? Alright, well, this aluminum stuff can go a bye-bye. That's... Nope, okay. And the funny thing is this is aluminum. This is steel. They weigh about the same. Because for aluminum, this is my opinion, for aluminum, for structural, you need to go thicker. Steel, you don't. Just saying. Garbage. And there is a good chassis. Because that can still be used on that. You can just get better axles for it. Alright, let's gut these things. Because I know that these servos are good.
Are checking to see if Joey wants any of them.
Well, it's going to reuse a lot of it.
No, the ones that you just...
Oh, no, the stuff that I threw away, the steel piece is a one-off battery tray that won't go to anything, and the other piece is just trash, basically.
Okay.
Logan says, when are we going to see a full tube chassis truck? Oh, hold on. Everybody hold on to your lunch. This is hard. Right there. There is a video on that one. That one is full tube chassis on that one. Is there another one? No, that's half tube. That's mostly tube, but you guys I haven't done a video. I guess I could do another one. I've been meaning to. But I got a bunch of builds on the list as of right now. So I will add it to the list for something else to do. But there are a couple of videos on that tube chassis buggy that I made. I could have done better, but once again, you learn. There's a good servo. Okay, let's take all this stuff. I do metal fab mostly just cut and shear, so for me it's nice because it's light and way cleaner than steel. But yeah, once again, it comes down, I am not good at working with aluminum. I'm not able to weld aluminum. So that's kind of why I don't do a lot of aluminum work. Love me some teasing. What's Bill teasing me about now? Or did I show something that I wasn't supposed to show? I don't think there was anything. Yeah, no, there's. I don't believe that there is anything over there that's a secret to anybody. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that tube chassis buggy that I did, I think I know how I want to make it better. Yeah, I'm keeping the hardware out of this thing because it is all still good. But it was a good experiment. I know that I can do it. I think I need to not do trailing arms. That's where I went slightly wrong with that one. But it is what it is. Yep, there we go. There's that. And he was teasing about you and me. Oh. Yeah, but see, Jerry, that's why I like our channels, is because to me it's more accurate to realism. Like the average person, now that's not to say everybody, but not the average person doesn't have access to all the fancy machining tools and stuff like that. There are some people out there that do though, but it's all budget orientated. There's good hardware, that's good. Anything on this? That. There's Mr. Troy. Welcome in, sir. Anything else of use? Drive shaft. Oh, we'll need that. And Troy, sorry I did not respond back to your text message. I was working on your truck. So I will get to it as soon as I can. But you're going to be happy. All of you are going to be happy once you see this week's video. Let's see. But can we have fun with each other and the viewers? Yeah, right? Sorry I'm late. Was running, eating sushi buffet. That does not sound like two things that should really go together there, Troy. Running and a sushi buffet. That sounds dangerous. Don't really think there's anything good in that, because that won't work in the other ones. Alright, back together. Well, pretty quickly we got a 10 scale, a mostly movable 10 scale, taken apart pretty quickly. Oh, running around and stopped to eat the sushi buffet. Still, sushi buffet. Sounds dangerous. If you can't tell, I'm not a fan of sushi. Okay, there's that. Next one. Yeah, Jerry is correct. You gotta have fun with each other and yourself. That's why I show all the mistakes that I make. Because it's real and, well, I was wrong about stuff, so, you know, it happens. Look at all of that hardware. And Blue Dooley says only gas station sushi is unsafe. Here's some good parts. Some sushi is dang good, some not so much. Who's actively conducting a war on your street? That would be the 8-year-old child against the basketball hoop. I think gas prices are going up soon, based on how aggressively he's going after that thing. That's a good piece. Definitely need that. Yeah, they've been shooting this airsoft gun or whatever it is all day long. You'll probably hear it in some of the video. That is a starter getting abused. A starter getting abused? You have some interesting starters if you think that that's a starter. What are you going to do with those axles? Parts of them I'm going to be using for a current project. Almost everything is going to get reused at some point because, well, it's me. But the actual housings themselves, nothing. Like I said, they got stuck on absolutely everything. I mean, everything looks good on them, as there's nothing like truly bad about them. They just, I never got good performance out of them. Bead locks are so much fun. Yes, sir. I do like bead locks. The trick that I use with the bead locks makes it a lot easier, in my opinion. Ah, silence. There must have been a peace treaty that just got worked out between the small child and the basketball hoop temporarily. Nope, nope, wrong bolt. Need that. Fun is your first 20 or so split rings. Now that's a good time. Deuce and a half. Wait, hold on. Deuce and a half driving for the Army teaches you all sorts of awesome real world skills. This is true. Ooh, that's a good bearing shim. I like that. Like me a good bearing shim. Almost all this other stuff is falling apart, but yeah, you know, whatever. Or they are out of ammo. Yeah, this is also a good possibility. Come here. Why, you know, come out. You should. I took those ones out. No. These ones usually didn't do it. Oh, is the bearing frozen in there? Or are these bolts just way too long? I think we might have a frozen bearing in here. Okie dokie. My platoon sergeant thought it would be a good idea after I had uploaded the first two blivets against a stop tree that dropping out one gate on a Honduran mountain with a stop would be fun. Blue Dooley says, sounds like a back injury. Okay. Oh, really? Now you come apart? That was kind of ridiculous. What was frozen then? Oh. Where'd that tube? Oh, I put the tube back on there. Don't need it back on there. Now we can put that back on. Okay, so mostly useless. And there you go. There is a 10 scale truck all taken apart. Clean off the workbench. Yeah, so we got everything, all the parts that I wanted off of it. You bad transmission. It's relatively new too. Oh, that actually gives me an idea that I need to check. That one, this part I'm going to be a little secretive about. Oh, war's back on. I don't think the basketball held up their end of the agreements. Okay. Let's put it there where you can't be seen. Nope. Alright. That won't work. That transmission's bad as well. Do I have any other transmissions? I have transfer cases. Let's take apart a transfer case. Hobby Main, welcome in, sir. I got your email last night. Thank you. That is absolutely awesome. I liked this sneaky thing down at the bottom. I will be printing it out this week. Not from Canada. Okay, let's see. My bad. Oh, things are about to get funny at Waffles RC, I'll tell you that much, boys. Alright. It's gonna work. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. You guys have no idea how much weirdness is about to happen once I get this project going. But that works. Which, now, yep, so I can do that. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. Well, let me take this apart. Take that out. Take that out. Yep, I can make that work. Oh, I'm excited for that. Now I know what to do. Something is cooking. When I was younger, I would try to buy the best RC boat. That was a must for us. Yeah, this is definitely going to be. Sorry, the battle is back on. Oh, Swampers, welcome in, sir. Troy, no, we haven't taken any RCs out lately. Like I said, life has been lifing on us pretty hard. And apparently we live now in a battle zone. Where they apparently think never give up, never surrender is a life motto. So that works. Let me put that back. This back because I'm going to need it. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I think the funniest part is that I'm going to make so many people mad at all scale ranges by doing what I plan on doing. Blue Dooley says, I'm surprised a kid is playing outside instead of gaming. Yeah, our neighborhood has quite a number of kids that all play outside. It is nice. Well, it's nice when they respect other people's property. Okay, there's that. Okay, so now I have to choose which one do I want to do it to. Who has that transmission or transfer case in it? You don't. Give me a second. I have plans that are working. You don't. That's custom. Custom. Don't have it. You're forward now. Oh. We might have our victim. Okay, there's one option. What about you? And there's option 2. I think Full Send will get mad if I do it to that one, so I'll do it to that one. Yeah. I think so. Goes to there, that goes to there. Yep. It'll work on that one. Alright. Add to all the other plans that I have now. Let's move you guys for a second. Have you ever thought about making a steel-hulled, more sporty boat? The houseboat came out cool. I had thought about it when I was building it until I built the houseboat and realized, yeah, this may not be the best idea. See, look at all the free hardware that I just got out of that truck. Which most of it will get reused again back in the truck once I figure out what to do with it. Look here, fly. Yeah, see, those of you still in the cold that don't have flies, trade you. Mike, you are a big kid at heart, so you fit in the neighborhood. Actually, I'm the only person that tells these kids when they're not being good. Like shooting an airsoft gun at other people's houses. There we go. These kids bounce basketballs off neighbors' cars. Yep, there's them telling the truth. Yeah, it may not seem like it because of my channel and the pride that I keep it at of not using foul language or anything. But I have a potty mouth, but there was one time those kids were putting me to shame. Oh, Troy's leaving? Gotta go, wanted to jump on for a bit of support. Thank you very much. I have a picture to text you later, but you're already gone. Spacers. Once again, never throw anything away. These wheel nuts are still good. I gotta move you guys again. Wrong one. Wrong one. There they are. See, just restocking. Angles. Wham bam. Put our drill bit back. Now we got all these links. I got all that stuff that I need. Oh, I got servos now. Saving money. Future plan project, sorry, not product. Some of these links are good. Parts of them at least. And some coilovers, but they look too short. I think these are only hundreds. And you know we don't play that game here. I don't have any others. Oh wait, I have that one. Yep, these are hundreds because these are 130s. See, that's far too short, but we can use them for something. And look at that. Every part came apart with one size bit. Didn't have to change bits. Mike, they've got fake dragonflies on a wire and a clip in one end in a 3-pack. When I got mine, I put mine on my porch. No more flies hanging around at the storm door, even the bees. Oh, well, we like the bees. Use the Zack lift to take them home. The bees would make a nest up in the bottom of the vinyl corner post. Even they left. I was amazed all summer. No flies, no bees. Yeah, we do like the bees around here. Granted, we have carpenter bees, and there's one in particular that I have named Karen because she is not nice. But the flies is under the main thing hanging around your door. Every time you go in or out, they would come in. Yeah. Oh. Hold on, Patrick's talking about food. Just had pork chops and applesauce and rice pilaf. You take that applesauce off of the pork chops. I'm not a sweet and savory kind of person, but pork chops and rice pilaf, then have applesauce for dessert. That I can get on board with. Don't know what I can use these for. Oh wait. Are these good? Ooh. These might work on the Zack lift, on the semi. Alright. Time to go wide angle. Yeah, we got 20 minutes left. Yes. Let's remove the tripping hazards. So just put you back up here. Stay. Don't breathe too hard, that might fall. Okay. Yep, that's nice and light. Okay. Now that I need back surgery, let's do this. I know you guys can't see anything, can you? There you go. We're working in here. Will this reach? I'm going to assume that it will. Let's take the pins out and actually try it. That's what I had, not applesauce on the chops on the side. Okay, good job, Patrick. I now approve. Mike needs an engine hoist to work on his RCs, right? An engine hoist or a forklift. There's that. You go on there. Put a pin in.
Logan would like to know your opinion on cantilever suspension.
What?
Logan wants to know your opinion on cantilever suspension.
You put. Oh, I didn't see that one. Sorry about that, guys. Cantilever, I think it's a fun idea. It was successful in that truck, which actually I need to take that thing apart too. Wait a minute. Let's do that to there. Of course, I need a hoist for this truck in particular so I can get this in. Let's see, is that the right size? Yes, it is. What is that? I know it's weird coming from somebody who builds essentially electric cars, like on YouTube. Electric cars are so weird.
You've got some people asking you stuff in the chat. You need to pay attention to them a little bit more.
Do you not see the 56-pound RC car?
You just picked it up and put it there, and there were questions going in the chat prior to that. So, answer some chat questions.
Okay, hold on. Before you leave, everybody, you can chime in as well. From my perspective, how well can you see that computer?
Yeah, it was going before you put that on the bench.
Because I was...
Mm-hmm.
Hold on to your lunch, Patrick. Or dinner. Let me put this down and I'll read some of them. Sorry. That needs Loctite. I will answer questions that people have in just a moment. Just need Loctite. There we go. Alright. And the good part about that is now I have a spare. So when that breaks, I'll be good. Okay. Now I gotta move this thing again. Oh, that hurt. Okay. Questions? Let's go back. Okay. What is your opinion on cantilever suspension? I did answer that one. You can have the Waspus near here. I would be happy to send it to you. Bronco? No. Yeah, Swamper. Yeah, I named her Karen. She's a Karen. Yeah, but I would like to build a crawler. The only issue is I'm running out of space for shocks. So what kind crawler, or Logan, what kind of crawler, sorry, you guys are looking down at my armpit. What kind of crawler, I mean, should be able to make quite a bit of room for shocks. I guess it all depends on what you're doing with it. Ooh, overhead crane. Yeah, that would be nice. I'm on daddy duty and made simple hamburger helper macaroni for dinner. Sounds good to me, Max. Honestly. Bad Mike. What did I do? Mike is now in timeout. Just trying to get the squirrel under control. Okay. Why? Backseat YouTube. Jerry called you a backseat YouTuber. Logan, if ask your question again. I think I did. Like to build a crawler. The only issue is I'm running out of space for shocks. Yeah, so Logan, let's go with this. Running out of space for shocks, is it because of the body that you're trying to run, or the chassis, or what's going on? Because you can always make room for the shocks. Oh, M sees it. Yeah, Jerry, she's just planning her flight to Alaska. Which she better not be, because I want to go with her, so. Actually, so am I okay to not get in trouble to turn on the semi and see how the new transmission drives? Okay, I'm caught up. Logan, the question still stands. Let me know. I will read. That's on that one. There. Okay. It already sounds better. That's weird. Okay. Alright, so I don't know if everybody's... Hold on, let's read. Okay. I will get the spare room ready. The spare... Jerry, by the spare room, do you mean the 6-foot hole? That spare room? Okay, let's see how the new drive shaft or new transmission sounds. I don't know why that drag brake is on. Okay, that transmission's pretty loud. don't know how the drag brake got turned on. He's lost without me. Yep, pretty much. The body is too narrow at the back and I don't want to cut the body. Okay. Yeah, cantilever would be a good alternative. That's for sure. Oop. Yeah, they make the cantilever kit for the STX10 too. I don't know what chassis you're running. And I think they make it for the TRX4 too. So you could do a cantilever kit. It does work just fine. If anything, you can use a shorter shock depending on the angle that you do the cantilever itself. You can use a shorter shock and get more travel than just out of a standard coilover. And behind every good man is a woman keeping him in line. Yep. I don't know. That transmission is quite loud. Well, it is what it is. Alright. No, that'll break the grom. It's too funny, but it won't do it. Frame mount shocks to get rid of the shock mounts and use small brackets to mount the bed if that's the way. Yeah, Damien brought up a good point. You could run shorter shocks and mount them directly to the frame down to the axle, or you can angle them quite far forwards. I have a frame. Had a frame. Yeah, so instead of mounting the shocks here, you can mount them down here, drill holes in the frame, whichever frame you're running, but you can mount them further down here and use shorter ones if you don't want to have a ton of travel, or you can do the cantilever kit, but those would be my suggestions. Actually, I lied. To be 100% honest with you, Logan, I would cut the bed if it's a truck. But that is me, and I like doing that stuff. Oh, big set. Alright, well that looks funny up there with no axles or anything. I think I'm gonna have to hook the sound kit back up to that thing before I drive it in Vegas. Just to cover up the noise of that transmission. But it drives, so that's a good thing. Same sound I heard in the bed of my uncle's old 60s Dodge. Yeah, that would be a ring and pinion, Patrick. Ooh, swampers, yeah, that's a good idea. You could angle depending on where they mount on the rear axle, and if you're using links or leafs, but yeah, you could mount them and angle them in on the rear axle. Basically, what he's talking about is like this, if you have the availability to do that. That's another good option with shorter shocks. That was back in the late 70s as a child of 10 years old. Still a ring opinion, Patrick. Alright, it is 4:56, so we are going to start saying our goodbyes, everybody. You don't need a sound system in it. Sounds like a truck. No, the sound system is it's the engine sound. So it would sound more like a truck, just with engine noises and gear noises. But let's disconnect it and put it away. I regret driving it already. Temperature's good. I guess it's just that transmission because I put grease in the thing. Oh, that hurt. Can't wait to watch Jerry try and pick his up. I expect Jerry's to be heavier, but you are using a lot more plastic than I am, so there is that. We can have a weigh-off, see whose is heavier. If I put them on the center cross member, they will rub the chassis. Okay. Alright, well look into those couple of things. The shorter shocks, mounting them on the frame. It all comes down to the body that you're running. That's the main thing. Alright everybody, thank you all. Hope you all have a good evening, morning. No, the Australians have left, I believe. But thank you everybody for joining. We will see you next week. Yeah, we'll find something to do. There's always RCs to take apart or build or whatever on these lives. I can find a good use for these. These on the Mercedes would be hilarious. Alright. Alright guys, have a good evening. We will see you all later.